it looks like we have Delicious Burninators versus, well, I don't even know anymore. Looks like this is going to be Doom Raiders, and Soup is next. So, Delicious Burninators, first ban already going to be Blitzcrank. Doom Raiders banning out that Jace, not going to want to see that one. Thresh getting banned by Delicious Burninators. Again, those are the bans that have basically come out from from Delicious Burninators this entire time. Hecarim being banned again from Doom Raiders. Just one of those, again, very common bans around here, I guess. Nunu being banned, they didn't want to see anything like that from the last game roll over into this game.
MadCast.
It was one of the more annoying picks from the places you'll throw. So Juani being banned out, that's actually a pretty interesting ban. I haven't seen her played very well in the last like month or so. Yordlebob already dropping that Graves pick, so they aren't going to be voting for the Nami this time around. Probably going to be able to be picking something up like something a little bit more aggressive, maybe, as a support.
I'm really hoping to see a Leona picks one of these days.
Channel Team 8 A positive Mercy APOZ ELS was headed by 11.
So the Nami probably going to get picked up here by Worm Turtle, and Rife locking in the Caitlyn. I don't know how well that's going to play out against Graves and maybe a little bit more of an aggressive support, maybe like Leona or Taric even.
Looks like AP Fado's going for that.
Definitely wants the victor for the victory.
Oh.
No. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting. I kind of want to see this. Lock in the Taric. I dare you. Lock in the Taric. Hovering over the fiddlesticks again, and we're making extreme awesome casting mistakes by talking about this before they even lock in. But you know what? I want to see it. Yeah, he's back.
Oh.
He's back. Victor's back. Victor for the victory.
I would have been excited to see a Fiddlestick support, though.
Or even Fiddlesticks mid. That would have been really great. I would love to see that. I haven't seen Fiddlesticks played as an AP in a long time. It would have been really nice.
We just really don't see him overall anymore, and if you do, it's in the jungle or support.
Yeah. Emperor picking up the Kale, that's probably going to be in the top lane there. I don't think that would be a support character. Germphone locking in the Maokai. He's going to be tree rooted in the jungle. And
Maokai's always
Bloodhawk?
been a favorite jungler of mine. He is
Bloodhawk.
so strong with his ult and his lock. Ah.
Why does it look... It always looks to me, the icon for Xerath, it always looks like a building to me. It doesn't look like a champion's face is there. It looks like a building. Like the dude's on a hill and they have a building with the windows and the lights are coming out of the windows.
You know, I kind of see it. It's like architecture.
Yeah, it's really awkward how it works like that. But he does lock in Xerath. I want to see that. That is another one of the champions that you don't normally see. And Leona. I kind of figured once Yordlebob picked up that Graves, I knew it was either going to be Leona or Taric. And they have to lock this in because right now, oh no, Lulu, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You're killing me. Trolling me. No.
I was so excited for that, Leona.
God, it just crushed all my hopes and dreams. All of them, all in one big mortar, just like crushed.
Looks like Twitch is going for that Amumu again. He was doing very well last game with that Amumu. Let's see if he can bring that game back again.
Yeah, and the Lulu does get locked in, unfortunately. Or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it.
I'm rather surprised that we've been seeing these games and people haven't sort of been picking up champions and then trading them to other players. It's all been just everyone pick what they want to play and no one sort of trade.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting to see that they haven't really been trading a lot. I know that when we were watching the game between Delicious Burninators and your favorite team, A Positive, because it is also your blood type, A Positive traded quite a bit actually. They traded out a lot, and so did Yordle. Yordle Bob has been trading for the most part, but now I think he's going to keep this Graves as him playing AD carry worked out quite well for them.
It has so far. He did play jungler in that first game and just did not go out that well though. To be fair, A positive was just
They're on
been
point.
playing smashingly this entire tournament.
Yeah, they were definitely on point. Lee Sin getting picked up for
That
last
is
pick,
one of
Soup
Soup
Cup.
Cup's favorites.
Yeah, that or God, I can't remember what else was Soup Cup really good at when we played together.
He's a good Mal guy as well, and a few
Yeah.
other champions. But I'm surprised to see a Lee Sin top. That's not something you see these days because Lee Sin top generally isn't that great.
Well, I mean, it's still good. Um, Especially against like Kale or something like that. Something traditionally,
It,
not very good against bruisers. But I think that people have been kind of like straying away from Lee Sin top
Channel
because
3 was created by MadCast.
of the changes
Silly
that
for
were made
cats.
to the actual lane itself. Because of the jungle. The jungle changes really affected top lane a lot, and affected what champions are really viable there.
you certainly have. One thing I've been surprised so far is not seeing a single Riven as far as I know in this tournament as well. She's
Yeah,
generally a rather
actually,
popular pick too.
I think if we would have seen like Donkar come in and play, we would have seen a lot of Riven. Uh, you know, or is he actually playing or not? I don't think Donkar's
I
actually
don't
here
believe
today.
he would.
I would love to
To
see a little bit of a Riven.
be unfair though, he'd be the generally the first pick for any team. Whoever got first pick would grab him if
That
they
is
knew who he
true.
was.
That is very true.
And having him top as Riven, where he can snowball, oof.
Yeah, I
I
mean
still have
that's.
nightmares from the last game I played with him like that.
Oh god, yeah, that would be pretty incredible actually. Play that Riven, go non-stop into the tower, never die. Somehow he has like this uncanny ability to never die, no matter what he does. But back to the game at hand. This Caitlyn doesn't look like she belongs
Yeah.
with the team comp that they have.
She works out fairly well with Nami, though. Like I said, I've been disappointed by the lack of tanky supports we've been seeing this entire tournament so far. It's all been Nami, Sona, and
Yeah,
why?
it's been really basically it's kind of the same as the LCS and stuff. Like, you don't see very many Leonas or Tarek. You don't really see Tarek at all anymore. Everyone a while back was basically everyone swore by okay Tarek's OP, Tarek's OP, but now it's you know Lulu and Sona and it's back to Sona from where she was really strong in season 2 and they nerfed her and now she's back again you know so and Zyra especially. Zyra is an incredible support, and I'm surprised no one's played her today because she's insanely good as a support. Especially if everyone's preferring these squishier supports, I think she's actually one of the better ones.
I 100% agree with you. I think she's a little tougher to play for most people though, because you can screw her stuff up pretty easily.
That is true. Very very true. I think I screwed something up here.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Nah, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Burninators are blue, and we'll see. 1 second.
I believe this team name is inspired by Soup Cup. For
Doombringers?
is it Doombringers?
Actually, Doom Raiders.
Doom Raiders. Let's see. Haunted Malachi, one of my favorite skins of all time.
Really?
Resistance Caitlyn, Battlecast Seraph, Pharaoh Mumu again, another prototype victor by AP Fatal, and Koi Nami.
It's actually really interesting to see all these different kinds of skins and stuff like that.
I like the skins personally. A little disappointed that Soup Cup does not have a skin for Lee Sin.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think that we might have to change that. Soup Cup needs a skin. That's his favorite. That's his favorite. Character. One of his favorite characters. He needs a skin for that. Yeah, gotta have one of those.
Personally, like the Bruce Lee skin for him as well.
Oh,
For
you mean
Lee
the
Sin.
the Bruce Fake Lee?
Yep. Here we have fairly standard starts. Bloodhawk picking 2 fairy charms up in health pots. Looking to have that bit of mana regen so you can throw stuff out there. Oh, Yorobot picking up a crystalline flask and health potions with a mana pot. Definitely looking to be aggressive with that.
That's actually kind of interesting to see. I think he's gonna use it more for clearing and pushing, because Caitlyn is gonna push against him really, really hard, and Grace has a problem farming under turret really early. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna use that to buckshot the minions. He isn't really gonna probably waste a lot of time trying to fight Caitlyn until later, but he's probably going to try to keep the minions off of his tower, out of his tower range, so he can continue farming safely.
We'll have to see whether Caitlyn agrees with that or not. She does have that extended rage to keep harassing.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why he did opt for the crystalline flask.
Here we have one of those awesome Malachi starts with all your little minions.
I love these little minions too. The haunted Maokai, the minions, that is like the best little skin or anything for any part of this game. Like those little guys are just incredible.
I'm
Incredible.
personally a big fan of the presents.
I don't know, the presents are cool, but I mean, you don't normally see uh a sapling with like glowing orange eyes like flying. I mean, they look like tombstones basically. Like
That's
talking
what they are.
tombstones. And they're great. They're just insanely good. As he does get his blue buff, Amumu picking his up as well. Gonna rush straight to red buff. Probably even just gonna stop and do wraiths first. No, looks like he's just gonna go straight to red instead of taking the detour like he did last time.
You may want to go get down there to bottom as early as possible.
Yeah, it looks like they might want to do that, but I think that he does pick up that red buff. He's going straight to his wraiths or mid lane. He wants to get mid lane taken out. Um, yeah, bot lane isn't really one of those lanes right now. It's not one of those lanes where he needs to stop anything from happening.
It
So,
looks like he wants to get
oh, the
AP
flash
set
coming out
again.
from Bloodhawk. Definitely, he had to do that, or he felt like he had to do that. I think he could have gotten away even with the bandage toss hitting him. But you know what? Flash is down. Moon was going to be back in a couple minutes.
It's tough to be a Zero without Flash. He's not exactly the most mobile champion of all time.
Yeah, it's definitely not something not a situation you want to be in as Xerath with no you don't have a flash. Too bad, you're gonna die.
See up here in top lane, we already see Emperor does have a level above Soup Cup, but we'll see how it goes. Soup Cup is generally a fairly good player, and has got a good amount of experience with Lee Sin. Well, to be honest, like I said during their picks, I was surprised to see him up top with Lee Sin and not Maokai. He rather enjoys doing Maokai top.
Yeah, Maokai top is. I was surprised when I first saw him play it. I was really impressed. I was like, wow, Maokai. I thought it was a pretty useless champion unless you're in jungle. But it looked like he actually does have a decent lane. So we do have a gank or counter gank slash double gank thing going on in mid lane. Both junglers are just kind of chilling out, relaxing. And
Bloodhawk
Worm
doesn't have
Turtle
a
is
lot
going
of
to go
mana
in for
though.
it. He's going to, walk right into Made in Taiwan. Worm Turtle in a little bit of trouble. AP Fatalism probably not going to get a kill here, but that's okay. Maybe he will, or maybe she
Victor
will.
Laser
Laser
only
coming
takes his
out.
one laser.
The cooldown? No. The flash coming
Oh,
out on AP barrier as
and the
well.
barrier.
Bloodhawk turning this one around is going to get the first
Oh,
blood. That Q picking that one up for first blood. Bloodhawk, well played. Worm Turtle just kind of being just enough bait uh, to get people in there. But I gotta say right now for sure, and just because I thought of it and it's really corny, I have to say that Worm Turtle's bark is definitely worse than his bite right now.
oh,
Oh, that
oh,
was that was great. I loved it.
that was
It
terrible.
was the best.
There is a special place in hell reserved for you, Alyssa.
Did you say Disma?
Yes, Disma comes.
Oh, I like how you didn't even attribute it to me. You're just like that was a full Disma moment.
I mean, you have your moments, but
All right. Well, meanwhile, we see Rife poking in on Von Duchess. Von Duchess not able to hit the Q. Soup in a little bit of trouble. He's actually kind of fallen behind. He's about 7 minions behind here, as well as Caitlyn sitting about almost 13 behind. Actually, that is 13. My brain is just wow right now.
it's
While
okay,
Worm
it's
Turtle
okay.
in a little bit of a issue right here. Soup Cup had to get the shield to Worm Turtle. Made in Taiwan getting turned around on. Soup Cup might be able to get the kill here. Worm Turtle with the dive knockback into Soup Cup. Soup Cup
That
probably going to get
ignite
this
should
with
be
the
enough.
ignite. They are going to go ahead and back off. After that, Yordlebob taking a Peacemaker to the face definitely made him go to sleep. Germphone in a little bit of trouble. He does get the flash out, but Yordlebob forced to get out as well. Soup Cup
Very low there.
Soup Cup kind of
Rife
brawling
should be able
Emperor.
to make up a lot of that CS loss in this little moment right here. As for the top lane matchup, I mean, Lee Sin has always sort of been weak to magic damage, and KO is a good bit of magic damage.
I think that the only thing is Kale's really strong, like really strong in the early game, whereas that's where Lee Sin has a few issues. He doesn't have his shield really, it's not very useful in the early parts of the game. His his W doesn't really clear out waves like he really needs it to start pushing, and that's where um, basically like he kind of fell off because early game is when a lot of junglers are ganking nowadays. So he didn't really have that survivability that he normally would have in the classic sit top farm push, roam a little bit lane, uh, where I don't know if you remember the days of Shyvana top, which is
Oh
really
god.
when Lee Sin came into play, is because he scaled basically the same as Shyvana, and they just brawled. Like they pushed up against each other, and Lee Sin normally would win. As we see bot lane, Yordle Bob taking yet another Peacemaker to the face, not really able to stop all this damage. Von Duchess is forced to flash. Germphone catching a bubble out on that one. Germphone also getting slowed out on Duchess. might have to get out of here. The ultimate is coming up pretty soon here for Rife. I'm pretty sure that they will be getting level 6 here right now. So if he does see Von Duchess, maybe it can get a fight here. But Graves is going to go ahead and
Oh,
pop his
Graves
ultimate
getting the
instead.
ult burst.
And he does get that kill onto Caitlyn. Rife in a little bit of trouble. Now Germphone is going to be forced to run. He does not have his ultimate. Flash coming out from Yordle Bob. That is going to be the kill. No, the exhaust coming out from Germphone. Well played by him to get himself out of there. Soup Cup trying to push in on top lane now. Definitely doing a really good job of keeping that lane frozen where it is, making sure Emperor can't push into the turret here. Teleport coming in from Xerath here onto this ward down here. Yordle Bob in a little bit of trouble. The flash coming out from Xerath, the Q coming out as well. Yordle Bob throwing that barrier as well as the ultimate coming from Lulu. Yordle Bob in a little bit of trouble, but he's going to probably be able to get out of here. Warm Turtle throwing the sapling, just going to go ahead and miss, but he does get that flash initiate back in onto Xerath there as Varen Duchess.
Von Dutch is in a very dangerous
You are in a
position.
little bit of a problem, Duchess, and Warm
Giving
Turtle
Warm
picks up that
Turtle-
double kill, and he's probably going to go ahead and die to AP Fatalism. See if he can't get a little bit more damage in on Made in Taiwan there. That was not a very good trade for Delicious Burninators. Doom Raider's definitely showing that trees are really tanky.
Oh yeah. Maokai has that heal on top of his natural resist, and he's got a bit of health to him already with that Kindle gem.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't stop Maokai at the source of his at the beginning of his game, then he gets pretty beefy and really hard to kill later on in the game. You know, he just has some really good roots at the beginning of the game that if you don't get rid of. Dude, he is playing tremendously.
No, Yordabob is definitely coming out with that. Oh, and looks like there's a
Bot lane,
four-person gang coming down here.
yeah, we do see a 4-person gank, but they're gonna go ahead and back off there as wards everywhere stopped that one for Doombringers or Doom Raiders. Meanwhile,
Burninators
top lane
definitely
Worm
looking to make
Turtle
some
is jumping in on Emperor here. Emperor is probably gonna have to pop his ultimate. He gets kicked out away from the tower. He doesn't use his ulti. So he does go down to Soup Cup there. He probably could have actually turned that around on Warm Turtle and killed him if he had used that.
Probably a bit of a panic moment right there. I mean, when you have a tree and a blind monk coming at you.
Yeah,
It's a little hard
especially
to
you know
focus.
that Maokai is playing. He's just so good.
Again, you know, Essential, I wish you would make like a tree and leave.
You said it wrong, so it doesn't count. Meanwhile, bot lane Rife in a little bit of trouble. He's solo down here. Nami is gonna come in here and get that heal off, but
He's
Rife
definitely
just
gonna have
taking
to back
so
off
much
after that.
damage. Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to get out of there. Meanwhile, mid lane, we do see Made in Taiwan getting yet another good ulti off onto Bloodhawk. Bloodhawk is probably gonna drop here. AP Fatalism taking up another kill for herself. She's now 2-1. She's still a little bit behind in CS, but I think the gold is about even now. No, Bloodhawk's still doing a pretty decent job.
That first blood on top of the extra minions he's been able to get from AP's roaming. That's one of the things you have to worry about when you roam a lot and you don't really get out of it. The enemy mid laner tends to farm it up.
Soup Cup picking up a couple wards here. Very nice ward placement. Gonna get 2 of them. So he gets 60 gold for his 120 gold investment there.
Peace of mind too. That's a huge.
That is, yeah, that is really, really huge. Peace of mind. I like that.
Hey, the less enemy wards there are, the better for you.
Well, no, like it kind of works with Lee Sin because he's a monk and he's all about tranquility and shit and peace of mind. Oh, today is just so good.
I have to admit that one eluded me. Here we have Soup Cup in the jungle,
Yeah.
looking to see if he can maybe get blue over here. Mumu is coming up though. Let's see. No, he's going to mid lane to cover that mid lane. Looks like
Yeah.
Soup will get blue uncontested.
Yeah, and it also we see Worm Turtle coming down through the jungle. He's about to make an assault on Isengard here in the in the dragon pit. No, they're gonna go and walk right by it and check that bush out with a nice little sapling, and they're gonna go ahead and get this. Looks like Soup Cup in a little bit of trouble here. He's
Not
gonna
really.
he's gonna turn this around on Emperor. Emperor popping the ultimate, and he does save himself. Soup Cup probably needed to save that ulti for a little now that he knows that Kale actually
Down to
can
the
use.
dragon pit. Nami did pop her ult in order to keep Made in Taiwan and Yoruba from trying to steal that dragon, or even thinking about it. Apparently.
Yeah, definitely good decision there. Soup Cup probably going to be able to get in on this. Emperor doesn't have ultimate anymore, so we'll see if Soup can't slide right on by here and catch a nice little kill. I think that he's just going to go ahead and opt to push the lane instead. And here comes the initiation. Soup Cup probably going to get this one. He does have Ignite, but he's not going to be able to get out himself. Ignite still
He
ticking,
will.
but the potion, definitely, potions are overpowered. Definitely got himself out of there with that.
Mumu coming out to see if he can defend this tower. We'll see if he thinks he can try to take Soup Cup as well. But Soup Cup is already at it.
Meanwhile, Worm Turtle, he's like, "Yo, you're a top lane. I'm gonna take your wolves. I'm in your jungle, being a tree."
Top lane.
Bot lane, Rife getting killed by AP Fatalism. AP coming down for a gank, picking herself up a kill. Germphone in a little bit of trouble is going to go ahead and back, but the teleport coming out from Bloodhawk, and not really a great decision here unless he can pull something off, which doesn't look very likely.
At this point, I think he's just trying to prevent him from taking the tower.
Yeah, he should try to prevent them from backing here as Worm Turtle's coming down as well for a counter gank to the counter gank that ganks. Or that got ganked. Yeah, it's just one
Yeah, right there.
one big puzzle
Channel
to
Summer
me.
Scramble I Love You / Spectators was edited by MadCast. Delphalaman.
But it looks like we do have another awesome situation here as Soup Cup's just gonna push a lane. I'm hungry now. I want soup.
You want a cup of soup, huh?
I want a cup of soup now. Bloodhawk clearing that wave with his ulti, trying to get as much damage on AP as he can. She's
Man,
probably
she's
going to be
pushing
forced
out of the
to,
lane.
yeah, she's probably going to be forced to back here. Soup Cup just kind of waiting in the side of the lane here, trying to see if he can't just, do a little damage to Emperor. Maybe he could just slide on in there and kill her. Oh, here he comes. And this is going to be an initiation here. Emperor in a little bit of trouble as Soup Cup is just going to go ahead and jump right on
Oh.
that. But Made in Taiwan is there to back Emperor up. That is going to be the end of Soup probably. Oh, but
Oh.
Soup Cup gets an amazing kill onto Emperor. AP Fatalism coming in for the assist. Made in Taiwan picking up the kill on Soup, getting that shutdown gold. But wow, that was really well played by Soup to make sure that he did as much damage as he could.
Yeah, he has been doing well. Meanwhile, Bloodhawk does push that mid tower as he does realize that AP is all the way up near top. Yeah, AP's been all over the map. She has definitely been roaming and trying to get kills wherever she can, and she's been getting them.
Yeah, definitely. She's 3-1 now, but you know what? Soup's 4-1. So he said, "Ha, your face."
She did get the shutdown gold though, 500 gold for that. That's not exactly something you want to have in Victor's hands. Not after her previous performance.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially that 15, 16-1 game last game. She's definitely
Mhm.
probably riding high right now. Definitely,
Oh yeah.
definitely. I can keep saying definitely for some reason. It looks like Soup is gonna again clear out this ward. He's got that pink ward just rolling in that bush. It just never ends. And the
the
flash coming out from Emperor, not something. I mean, he's scared. He is that scared right now in this top lane. AP
Soup Cup is a very scary Lee Sin
AP
right now.
Fatalism looks like she's roaming around top, but it's probably gonna head back to mid as soon as she finds out that Soup Cup's not anywhere to be caught. Emperor just kind of backing off. He doesn't even feel like he can fight for CS anymore against Soup Cup.
Oh, and AP Federalism gets done in by
Yeah,
Bloodhawk.
and bot lane, we do see Initiate coming down, the ultimate coming out onto Made in Taiwan, just barely not able to finish him off as we see mid turret go down from Bloodhawk. Bloodhawk doing a really good job actually of just shutting down AP Fatalism, which is surprising. I mean, she's been getting kills, but she hasn't been getting any CS, and the lane control is definitely his.
No, he is, let's see, he's got about 6,000 gold total to her 4,700.
Yeah, we see bot lane turret go down, and they probably are going to go ahead and back off here as
It looks
Bloodhawk
like they're
is...
pinging, though, for top turret.
Yeah, Bloodhawk looks like he
Bloodhawk
wants
is
to
making
get
his
in
way.
on this top turret, but Soup is just gonna pull that back off, and they're gonna check for Bloodhawk in the tri bush, but he's not there because he's at blue buff, taking your blue, fool.
He's definitely going to...
This looks
This
like
is not-
it's gonna be a 3v2 here. Soup Cup in a little bit of trouble. Made in Taiwan probably gonna have to smite that, but Bloodhawk does end up getting it. Made in Taiwan picking up the kill. Soup getting a really good flash over the wall there. Warm Turtle looks like he's gonna be just in range to get Soup Cup out of there. Super's probably yelling at him in TeamSpeak, hey, come back, come back.
Yeah, unfortunately, that did not work out so well for Doombringers, or Doom Raiders.
Doom Raiders. I can't
Doom Raiders.
see. You always hear Doombringer, right? Like Doombringer everywhere. But this is Doom Raiders. They're original. They're different.
The Raiders of the Doom.
They have a special sauce to them.
I don't even want to know.
What? You don't want to know? It's like the best sauce ever. It's like a mix between barbecue sauce and mayonnaise.
Is that really what Doom Raiders is to you?
Probably. It's the best sauce ever. You just like you got really quiet after that. Like, what did I do? I'm just kidding.
Looks like the things are going after Dragon, as Von Duchess does ward that dragon.
Made in Taiwan picking
They're
up
all
that
there.
red buff. He did save his smite there, so that is going to be
Oh,
there.
Germphone.
Germphone getting caught out. The ultimate coming out, even though he got polymorphed, so that is going to be a big thing. It's going to probably get him out. No, he definitely got himself caught. Germphone is going to go ahead and die, but it's going to save the rest of his team from dying. Oh wow, this is just this is well played. Germphone making sure nobody else died for his mistake. Definitely well done there. But they are going to get Dragon. Doom Bringers, Doom Raiders, you know, they're not the
They
same.
may get Dragon, but Soup will be taking top tower as Emperor is down there.
Yeah, delicious Burninators going to go ahead and take that Dragon. They're going to head to mid. Probably going to try to push mid out as Soup tries to get this top lane. Top lane does go down to him. But you know what? Mid lane's probably going to go down as well, as the delicious Burninators are in a 3v5 situation, and that is going to go down. So even though Soup got that turret, it ended up not being in their favor, but he did as much as he could. There's still 3,000 gold up.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to get that that other turret, but he realizes that he's got quite a few friendly faces heading his way.
Oh, this is going to be great. AP Fatalism in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get hit on by Warm Turtle. Warm Turtle needs to get out of there, though. The ultimate coming out from AP Taiwan, made in Taiwan. Ulti just a little bit too early. The flash coming out from Warm Turtle nearly dying, even though, oh wow, there's a lot of ults coming out from Delicious Burninators. They really wanted that kill. And 4 ults down there. That was 3 ults. Almost all of the offensive ults there, actually.
Yeah, and because of that, Rife takes down bottom turret as all members of Burninator were down there. This seems to be a pattern forming here.
Yeah, Delicious Burninators really are just being pulled around the map by basically anybody and everybody.
Here we have Soup Cup still up here at top, looking to push that tower more.
Yeah, this is crazy. Germphone fighting up against Made in Taiwan. Made in Taiwan gets that Q off. The ultimate coming out from Nami, not enough to save Germphone, and he's going to go ahead and drop to AP Fatalism.
Here's a classic mistake we tend to see a lot of supports doing. being by themselves.
Oh yeah, if you're anywhere near anybody besides your teammates, you're not doing it right. Pushing the lane, your AD carry's not there. You just got killed.
Yep.
Looks like Rife's just going to go ahead and fly over that wall there. They want to stop bottom turret from going down. It's really interesting to see how Soup is just not leaving mid. He's just, or top lane. He's just going to keep pushing, see who he can't just, keep in the top lane. He knows that he can fight KO, and so AP is going to go up there.
No, he's pretty much at the point where he can fight any one of their teammates, the enemy team, by himself, as long as it's a 1v1.
Yeah, it looks like Delicious Burninator's clearing out the wards near Baron. The pink ward going down to take the ward out, seeing. So there is no vision. Actually, I don't see very much vision at all from Doom Raiders. There's like one ward on the ground. And here comes the second ward. Pink ward coming in, taking out that other pink ward that took out their pink ward. This is just one big ass cycle.
It's ward wars.
The ward wars. Oh god, let's not get into that one. The ward wars will never end. It's like, oh no, Made in Taiwan picking a Q onto Rife. Rife in a little bit of trouble, but they're gonna turn that around immediately. Rife gonna drop here. Barrier getting popped. AP Fatalism nearly taking that one out. Made in Taiwan just barely able to get out. The Q misses from Bloodhawk. Graves picking up a kill as well as Rife. Yordle Bob definitely in a little bit of a better situation than Rife is right now, but they lost one and nearly a second one. Made in Taiwan nearly dropped as well.
No, it was definitely close, but it worked out fairly. Oh, here we have Soup behind Yordle Bob. It looks like he might want to take out him or Emperor.
Yeah, Yordle Bob going in, misses the Q though, so he's not going to be able to do much, and Soup Cup is going to go take a little bit of a punishment for his mistake there.
If he had landed that Q, that could have easily turned to their advantage so well.
Yeah, definitely.
Right there around the corner, and Bloodhawk there as well. And Soup is back all the way up to top.
Looks like Yordle Bob's just going to go ahead and take up that red buff. He does already have the Bloodthirster as well as a Brutalizer.
Now he's got a good bit of damage on him and a little bit of pen too.
Yeah, he's about 30 CS and 2 kills up on Rife as well. So, I mean, he's sitting pretty right now.
Surprisingly, it's not that much of a gold difference with the difference in towers.
Yeah, definitely the towers are basically keeping Rife in the game right now.
You need about 700 gold behind.
He would be a lot further behind than he is right now if they didn't have those 3 towers.
Most certainly.
Yeah, I mean,
very
he'd
dangerous
be.
position these players are playing right now.
I don't know. I think I want to see a team fight. I want to see a full-on, in-your-face team fight right now.
A 5v5?
Yeah, or even like a 4v4. Like just, I want to see some real clutch, moment-to-moment action going on. Because for the most part, we've seen small engagements, right, and then they go back to farming lanes, and then Soup Cup just stays in top all game. So
It looks like he might actually be able to take top tower too.
yeah, it looks like actually Doom Raiders gonna be going in for this dragon here, and Delicious Burninators know it. The ward is there. They are still doing dragon right now, but Soup Cup takes out the turret, and this is a 5v4. Though
I'm not so sure this dragon is worth it, to be honest.
Kale's headed back, and she's not gonna be able to stop Soup, and the dragon is just gonna go down to Worm Turtle. Worm Turtle gets the ultimate, or the smite off. The ultimate coming out from Nami, Von Duchess, and Yordle Bob in a little bit of a bad position. AP Fatalism goes down to Worm Turtle. Made in Taiwan in a little bit of trouble. Rife is going to take a hit. Von Duchess gets the kill on that. Nami gets the kill on Von Duchess, and Bloodhawk picks up Made in Taiwan. That was a really good trade for Doom Raiders, getting the
Looks
dragon
like
and
Super Puppet's
3.
gonna go down, though. Emperor did manage to take him out.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that turret. That turret
Yeah.
is gone. I mean, they can do that again, and Super Puppet will have that turret and the inhibitor.
And they might actually take out this tier 2 turret as well. Oh, no. Emperor just does way too much damage to that Righteous Fury. Clear those waves very easily. They are going to steal their blue, though, it looks like.
Yeah, blue looks like it is getting stolen here. Germphone in a little bit of a problem, so he's just gonna leave. Yordlebob, it's like, no, this is ours. What are you doing? Ah, you're blue. He took it. Yordlebob gets the blue. Worm Turtle needs to turn this around. The ultimate from Zareth is there. He needs to drop onto this. Yordlebob in a little bit of trouble. The Nami bubble still missing. Just waiting
Just does
for
not have
mana,
anything.
and he just doesn't have anything to do. Apause picks up the kill on Bloodhawk while we're watching this chase go down. And Made in Taiwan jumping in on Germphone. He wants to get that out. Is the ultimate up? No, it is not, so he's not going to be able to do much.
Ooh.
They don't want Germphone to get caught by the Q, but it's just barely going to miss. Worm Turtle in a little bit of a problem there. Emperor picking up the kill on that one. Soup Cup now trying to get away. Worm Turtle probably going to be able to stop that. And he does get the Q off. The ultimate coming from Lulu as well as Nami. The turret in the top lane is going to drop, so the rest of Delicious Burninators are going to pop up. And both Nami and Lee Sin drop to the Amumu ult. And that is going to be another turret here in the top lane. Basically evening out these turrets.
They still have 3 turrets ahead, and to be honest, I mean, mid turret's already down. The inhibitor turret's already down to half health or less. And
Yeah,
top turret
Bloodhawk in a little
is
bit of
getting-
trouble. He's getting dove underneath the turret by Made in Taiwan. AP Fatalism picking up that kill. They could probably get this turret here, depending on who's all up. Meanwhile, bot lane is getting pushed out quite a bit, and Graves, Yordle Bob, pushing in that mid lane.
They're definitely making great strides in trying to even up that goal by getting those kills, but Doom Raiders are getting those base towers.
Yeah, I mean they're behind in team fights and they're losing in kills, but they're still up in gold because of these turrets. These
Yeah,
objectives.
they've been doing a rather good job of getting the objectives. It just goes to show how important objectives are.
Yeah, it almost kind of reminds me of the way like Cloud9 plays, right? They are always behind in as far as kills and stuff like that, and they're really aggressive and they take a lot of objectives, right? And then they'll come back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they're still up in gold. Like they're still always up in gold. They may be behind in kills or whatever, but they're still winning the game because they've got more objectives. They've got more map control. And
Yeah, as long as they can keep that up, they can seal this victory.
that is a definite for sure, I think. But no, I mean, great. Yordle Bob wasn't even in that last fight at all, and Delicious Burninators still able to turn it around. This is going to be one that I think is going to go down to the wire.
Over here we have Made into one getting caught by a trap.
Trap catches are good, actually. I love when Yordles get caught by the Yordle trap, because then I can make some witty remark like, oh, that was meant for him, or, stupid stuff like that, but I haven't done it today, which is good. Well, I just did, but, it's a good thing I got away from the tremendous play of Orm Turtle.
Oh, essential. Looks like Doom Raiders are actually looking for a bit of an engage here. The pings go out. Both teams are sort of meeting up in the middle. Both teams are pinging.
Oh, they really want this. Worm Turtle goes in, but Made in Taiwan goes in as well. The ultimate coming out from Made in Taiwan gets everybody. AP Fatalism on a killing spree picks up Rife right off the bat. That's not very good for them. Germphone's going to drop to Yordlebob. It looks like Soup Cup's in a little bit of trouble as well. AP Fatalism does drop to Worm Turtle, and Von Duchess is going to be helping out Kale. Yordlebob in a little bit of trouble. Gets that Kale ultimate on it. Kale picks up the tree, and Soup Cup goes down to Von Duchess. Wow, that was really, really well played for Delicious Burninators. They're definitely coming back into this game. It's only a 1,000 gold difference, and that's nothing at this point in the game.
No, all that Burninators need to do is push those objectives. It looks like they will be getting this mid tower as Bloodhawk is...
Oh, the ace coming out from Yordlebob, diving through, getting Bloodhawk. You know what, honestly, that whole team fight hinged on basically a Mumu getting that ultimate off. That ultimate hit everybody from Doom Raiders. And
no, it definitely did with Victor's ultimate right on top of it.
yeah, it just was insanely well placed. The fact that they could get Rife right away like that is just huge. Like, even if he didn't die at the beginning of that fight, I think they still would have won. But the fact that they got him at the beginning of that fight just made it to where they basically instantly won that fight. Because after that, you know, Bloodhawk's the only like real damage dealer, and the Yordle got hit by a Yordle trap.
I think you take a little too much pleasure in that.
I got this big freaking smile on my face right now because like it's meant for them. You know, Caitlyn is literally hunting Yordles at all points in time. She's always got traps on the ground. And if a Yordle hits it, especially Teemo, screw that guy. He got hit by a Yordle trap that was for him. Like, it literally had his name on it.
Remind me to get you in a game where
Channel
you get
Team
nothing but
Pay
Yordles on
Positive
one
App
side
Knows
and
No
Caitlyn on
Mercy
the
was
other.
edited by MadCast.
That would actually be
Stab
pretty
it,
fun. As we see the wards getting cleared out from Baron, it looks like they want to actually fight for this. Bloodhawk is down bottom, so they want to get in on this. Yordlebob getting a lot of damage onto Germphone. Germphone dies to AP Fatalism. Worm Turtle in a little bit of trouble. He's not going to be able to do much. Yordlebob picking up that kill. Soup Cup in trouble, but he gets that shield out of there. He's going to go ahead and be able to live. They need to just turn around and get this Baron, or just push for these turrets. That was really well played for them.
Oh no, they Germphone got caught completely out of position with Worm Turtle, both basically by themselves with the rest of Burninators just right on top
I
of
think honestly it was basically like that nearly happened, that nearly ended the game because Bloodhawk was in bot lane pushing. At this point in the game, you don't need to be in bot lane to save the outer turret. You need to be with your team to save the game. Right? So now they have Baron. So Delicious Burninators, they get Baron for free, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Now they can pretty much push with impunity.
Yeah, I mean, they're still going to have to pick their fights smart because they have been kind of, you know, the fights have been, you know, basically even until, you know, somebody dies. But I don't know. I think that at this point it's Delicious Burninators for the win, unless they somehow are caught by Doom Raiders. Doom Raiders need to make something happen. They need to catch Yordlebob in top lane by himself right now. Like, you know, stuff like that. So if AP Fatalism goes bottom, they need to get a team fight 4v5 where AP's not there. Because that will make
almost anything at this point. But
well, I mean, if they catch a fight without AP Fatalism in it, Soup Cup will be able to like demonstrate some crazy beast skill and his massive amount of strength. Because his real weakness is, like you said earlier, magic damage, and that's what's been killing him for the most part, is AP Fatalism's ultimate.
It looks like Soup may actually be able to get that top tower right now, as there is no one in base but Kale to defend it.
Kale is defending it. It is gonna go down, but let's see if Kale can keep the inhibitor from going down. Yeah, that is going to be possible. The Baroned up Kale, actually taking a lot of damage from Soup. Soup in a really good position. is going to go ahead and kick, but the ultimate coming out from Kale just again. Oh, the Q coming out from Soup Cup gets the shutdown on Kale. Well done. That was a really, really, really well done, well placed Q.
Turtle still chasing Yordle for some reason.
Yeah. Made in Taiwan trying to get in on Soup Cup. Soup Cup doesn't have the ultimate there, so he's going to have to try to get like... Oh, he gets the Q onto the Wolves, and no! Oh my... The juke coming out, made in Taiwan, definitely just got completely juked out there. He's still chasing though, and he's just gonna say, "All right, I got this." Ultimates onto Soup Cup. That was really well played. Definitely a really good juke from Soup there. That was, I'm impressed.
Definitely earned some ire there. Using the ult just to make sure he went down. Trying to make a point about it.
Yeah, that was one of those moments where the guy's like, "Alright, you got me, but I got you."
Yep,
God.
one base tower down for the Burninators. We'll see what happens next with... they're all rather split up with Kale back at base, Mumu pushing top, and Lulu in the enemy jungle. And these other two down by river.
Yeah, I think right now Doom Raiders, they really just want to turtle up. I don't think they want to be out here where they are at right now, because they don't have vision. They don't have any vision forward like that. So this could turn out really, really bad for Nami and Maokai.
It's rather interesting though. There's a lot of separation between all the teammates, so it looks like they're sort of coming together. But it's a bit of a waste of Baron to have everyone so split up all over the place and just sort of...
Yeah, it's really interesting to see that they haven't used this. Baron's going down in a minute, and they haven't touched anything. So I mean, other than the fact that they killed Soup Cup, they didn't use it for anything.
I think...
Oh god, this... Alright, Germphone said, alright, enough of this no vision crap. I'm gonna get wards everywhere. Wow, alright. That is all gonna go down at the same time. And they have a lot of vision now. There's not a spot in their jungle that anyone can hide.
There's just no sneaking up on them from that side.
Yeah, well, look at where Delicious Burninators are though. The exact opposite side of the map.
Taking Dragon. Who does look like the...
Oh, AP Fatalism looks like she wants to run in on this. Germphone in a little bit of trouble. Does get hit by the bandage toss. Germphone forced to flash, still gets caught. Yordlebob picking up the kill on that. Soup Cup getting out of there. He really did not want to be there. Made in Taiwan getting kicked out. That is one of those times where Soup Cup salty definitely needed. And the Yordle Trap is here, but it doesn't really matter. Made in Taiwan is going to drop here. Ultimate coming out onto him, but from Kale, saving his life. AP Fatalism in a little bit of trouble. And Von Duchess is going to take the ultimate from Caitlyn. Ace in the hole. My brain just exploded right there. Didn't even...
I was giving you that chance to say it, but you didn't.
Yeah, I had to mouse over it. I don't know why. I play Caitlyn so much. It's like should be second nature.
Yeah, it should have. I mean, it's not like you play her like Misfortune, but still.
Dude, Misfortune is Misfortune. She is misfortunate and has misfortunate adventures. Soup Cup pushing that top lane just instantly.
See if it's there or not. There's dismay. It's not. Took it quite a bit ago.
Yeah, it looks like at this point, Delicious Burninators, they're starting to come out with this lead, and it's starting to show that their team comp is just a little bit more well executed. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's better. They're just executing their fights, their team fights, a little bit better than Doom Raiders are at this point.
They certainly are. Germphone and a few other members of Doom Raiders have been getting caught out of position a little too often.
Yeah, especially that Nami. The Nami has been basically their initiation point. Every time we see them initiate, where Made in Taiwan is flying in there with the bandage sauce. It's been on Nami, like either that or it's been on Rife, and those are the two people that
Oh,
they
here
don't
we
want
go
on.
again.
And there's Nami getting caught out again. Um, Made in Taiwan just gonna go and ulti right onto Bloodhawk. Bloodhawk instantly dies. AP Fatalism picking up that kill. Ultimate coming out from Kale onto AP. Soup Cup in a little bit of trouble. Emperor probably gonna try to get on that one. He does dodge the Q there. Made in Taiwan picks up the kill onto Rife, and Yordlebob is legendary. Wants to get in on Germphone. Surprisingly, he didn't even die first, and Made in Taiwan's gonna go ahead and take that one. Germphone in a little bit of trouble. Gonna go ahead and drop. Meanwhile, mid lane, Yordlebob picking up that mid turret, as well as probably gonna pick up this mid inhibitor as well.
Most definitely should. And we see that 80 carry power right there, that damage that he can put out.
Yeah, Soup Cup wanting to get in on this anything he can. Isn't able to. Wow, that was a little bit delayed. Soup might be getting a little bit of a lag issue, maybe.
He is known for that.
Yeah, he does have those lag issues sometimes. Bot lane getting pushed out. Looks like Kale is going to go ahead and clean that one up. Soup might actually end up going top here, as he's probably going to see this massive wave in the top lane that he wants to get. No, he's just going to push out mid as far as he can. AP going to head back to base.
They are pinging Soup Cup. Looks like they want to try to do something, but he does back away.
I'm interested to see how this ends, because this could go really either way. Right now, it kind of looks like Delicious Burninators are doing a really, really good job. But if they get caught out and they make a mistake where, like, say all 5 of Doom Raiders are here and they catch Amumu, Kale, and Graves, and they kill those 3, that could end the game. Like, that could instantly end the game. They can go straight through top lane because there's no turret to defend there, and they can win the game like that. But
I'm not so sure they can win it, but they can definitely make a dent. And,
no, I think that they could definitely win it. 45 minutes in, death timers are like
quite a bit of damage on them, and I'm not so sure if they want to dive under or even try to take those top towers.
Well,
with,
no,
with Bob there.
The thing is if they would have caught 3 out, Yordlebob, Kale, and Made in Taiwan on Amumu, and killed those 3, they could have won, definitely. AP Fatalism has damage, but she's not going to be able to deal that damage to them without dying herself.
That's certainly true.
Because, Victor is one of those really short range casters. So when she gets damage out on them, that's not just poke and her ultimate and stuff like that. She's in the middle of them, basically. Like, she is in position to be punched back. We do have a death push waiting for. We have a death push waiting for anybody who decides to walk towards Wraiths, but they're going to go ahead and back off and get this Baron. They look like they wanted to actually just catch someone trying to check Baron, and it didn't work, so they're going to go ahead and just take Baron. And
it looks like it might be entirely uncontested, seeing as Doom Raiders
Doom
don't have any
Raiders.
wards.
Well, Doom Raiders don't even know. They haven't even pinged it, nothing, so they don't even know what's going on.
Well, they're going to get a rude awakening soon.
Well, yeah, they're going to go top lane and push that out. Made in Taiwan going around the long way. They're going to know here in a second that, Delicious Burninators definitely got Baron just now.
Looks like they're going to look to push in that top tower right there.
Yeah,
Let's see if they can.
Everybody from Doom Raiders looking to get in there as fast as they can. Flash coming out from Bloodhawk. Bloodhawk kind of posted up in front of everybody and said, "Oh, oops." The ultimate coming out from Bloodhawk isn't going to hit anybody. Yordle Trap underneath those minions. That would have been a sneaky little one. I didn't even see that until, like, right when the minions were about to die. Looks like Yordlebob is going to dodge that Q from Nami. The poke coming out from Bloodhawk, though, is just insane. They need an initiate. Like, Made in Taiwan needs to get in there. Just go. Looks like he's trying to, but it's just not working for them.
No, they can't. Bloodhawk keeps clearing the waves too quickly, and Caitlyn's taking care of the mid because she's not necessarily needed up there just yet. Though
It looks
if
like they
Taiwan
are going to
gets a
go
good
in for
ult,
this. The turret is taking a little bit of damage. One more wave should do it, but no, it looks like they are going to get initiated on Blood. Germphone coming out with the ultimate. He's going to go ahead and die to AP Fatalism. Rife picking up a kill. Soup Cup dropping to uh, Lulu there. Bloodhawk picking up a double kill onto Kale and a triple onto the Lulu there. Yordlebob may be able to turn this around. He's got to do something, otherwise he's just going to die in vain here. He
oh,
probably should have saved that to get over the Baron wall, but he's going to go ahead and get out. The
he
bottom
did
turret
fine.
is going down here, so that is a teleport coming out from Bloodhawk. Bloodhawk's probably going to clean that out as fast as he can here. And Yordlebob picking up your Worm Turtle, finding him in the jungle, just backing. It does throw his flash, is not going to be able to get that. Does pop the ultimate though, and Rife is in the area. He's probably going to pick this kill up. Rife does get that
Yeah, he
last hit
does.
off onto Yordlebob, and that
Worm
is going to be
Turtle is
shutdown
definitely
gold
not
too.
bad.
That's 500 gold there.
Yeah, not a good trade. It looks like they made. Top tower has so little health. Where's a Heimerdinger when you need him?
Heal the turret up. Honestly, I think that Doom Raiders went in at the perfect time. Basically, if they would have waited one more minion wave, right, that tower would have went down. So like they cleaned out the minion wave, and everyone was taking damage from the turret, so they went in. If they would have waited one more minion wave, that tower would have died, and the fight would have been completely different. And you got to think, Doom Raiders just took out a full Baroned up team, right? So this is really like this is about as even as it can be.
It certainly is. I think part of the fact that fight went so well for Doom Raiders was that Amumu may have gotten his ult off on Bloodhawk and Rife, but they were way too far back for anyone to do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean it just was incredible, and as we see again, Delicious Burninators just kind of picking up that dragon. We've got Baron and Dragon and all these other forms of control, but they still are, you know, they're even with enemy team with Doom
Yeah,
Raiders.
they're only about 4K gold, and we're getting to that point where 4K gold is just consumables.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Soup Cup's build and Maokai's build and Caitlyn's build, they just built armor, and they're basically like, they're in that waste the gold because I have the gold phase, right? And the same thing with Bloodhawk. Bloodhawk, he's probably gonna pick up a Zhonya's now, right? That or well, I mean, it's probably gonna be a Zhonya's. There's nothing really else that he can use. Um, Meanwhile, mid lane, we do see them. They want to dive in on this. This is probably going to be for the inhibitor here. They
Yeah.
definitely need to fight, but Lulu's not here, so they need to do this now. Worm Turtle jumping in. He's already down to almost half health. Made in Taiwan just took a big hit to the face. Bloodhawk picking up that kill. Soup Cup in a little bit of trouble. Worm Turtle in a little, or yeah, Worm Turtle in a little bit of trouble. Rife picking up the kill on AP, and Bloodhawk picking up the kill onto the Kale there. Yordle Bob looking to get away as he gets ulted by Lulu. They do get the inhibitor, but they lost 3 people for that. That could cost them.
That was a very costly.
And top inhibitor is actually probably going to go down if Yordle Bob can't get there quick enough.
Surprisingly enough, Amumu didn't even manage to last long enough for him to even pop his ult. I mean, this is the problem we see with AP Amumu's, with his build of Rylai's and Leandri's Torment. He's not tanky enough to really get in there and really ult.
Yeah, we see mid tower going down. That's probably going to be inhibitor as well, because there's nobody really to stop them. Worm Turtle jumping in on Yordlebob. Yordlebob in a lot of trouble. He's got to just get out of there. This is a 4v2 situation, and this could be the end of the game. Like I said before, if they can catch people out of position like they just did,
Very easily take top inhibitor now.
yeah, I mean that's definitely a really dangerous situation for Delicious Burninators to be in.
It just goes to show this late in the game, a good team engage where half your team goes down when you don't want it to, can really turn the tide with those 40 to 60 second res timers, if not longer.
I don't think you ever want your team to go down. Like,
No, there are times when you actually kind of need your team to go down with certain champions so that you can clean up or mop up the enemy team. Here gets Bloodhawk caught, but
Bloodhawk is probably going to die here, but Made in Taiwan is
Oh,
going to
no.
drop as well. They turned that right around on a Mumu. That's probably going to end up being really devastating for Delicious Burninators again.
there wasn't enough people there to capitalize on Bloodhawk getting caught.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's really up to both teams to either throw the game. Like, either team can throw this. And I'm not
Baron's back
saying
up, though.
Baron is
You're
going
right.
down to Yordle here. Yordle Bob, he's already started in on it. Von Duchess is helping him out, as well as Emperor. The teleport coming into mid lane from Bloodhawk, he wants to get there as fast as possible, but it looks like Soup Cup's going to fly in there. He's probably going to be able to get this, and he doesn't. The Baron does go to AP. AP Fatalism picks herself up a nice little Baron. I wouldn't say steal, more like a
Confirm.
secure.
Yeah. It was a good try by Soup, but just
If he would have waited like half a second, he would have got it. He would like it would have been his. He just
to be fair, it's harder to steal without smite.
yeah, kind of, but you gotta think that his Q is true damage, right?
That's true.
So he could have definitely got that.
Here we have Emperor admitting that this game is giving him a heart attack.
I've actually had 3 heart attacks during this game. You could
I'm
have.
surprised you can speak so well.
Well, I mean, you could have probably told, like, been able to tell because I literally just all of a sudden got really, really loud, and that's when I was. And Germphone getting caught out again, nearly getting hit with the Q. Ultimate coming out from him. He's gonna die. Yordle Bob throwing the ultimate. He's probably gonna need that later. Yordle gets caught in the Yordle trap. Bloodhawk is gonna be trying to do a lot of damage, but he's in a bad position. He gets killed as well. Yordle Bob getting a double kill. That's probably gonna be the end of the game here.
Yeah, that's exactly the sort of mistake that Delicious Burninators did just need. Here to go. There goes top tower, and most likely top inhibitor as well. That pretty much evens it out. And no, it falls into their favor because it looks like they never did get top inhibitor down there.
No, it was down, but it came back up, and then they never got it back down again. But it looks like Warm Turtle is just, he's being a man, standing in the way.
Oh, he is a tree.
He's rooted himself in front of the Nexus turrets. Bottom turret is probably going to go down here. Made in Taiwan tanking that one out. Wow, that thing went down quick. Yordle Bob with a lot of damage.
Yordle Bob and Emperor. I mean,
All 3 inhibitors are actually down now. Bottom lane is still getting pushed out, but not for long. I don't even think they need to back off here. They could just finish the game.
We're getting to that point where Bloodhawk and Nami are going to come back up. Being very cautious.
Well, the thing is they still have Baron, right? They still have Baron for another, literally a minute, and they have 3 inhibitors down, or they had 3 inhibitors down. That's a lot of pressure. I mean, they can come back, and they're probably going to come back after this Baron is down, and they're still going to be able to. They're still going to be able to like push this out because it's just way too much pressure for a team to deal with 3 waves of super creeps or super minions and a team that they've already been even with. So it just kind of tips the scales.
Keep in mind though that Delicious Burninators have had a pretty big advantage at points, and it's been completely turned around on them by Doom Raiders.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's been turned around, but it's mostly because either Made in Taiwan gets caught out by himself, or he isn't able to get his ulti off on the people he needs to. Bloodhawk in a little bit of trouble. He could have got caught out right there. That would have been really devastating for them. That probably would have made the game. This inhibitor is going down here, and they want to get in on this. Worm Turtle jumping in on Yordlebob. Yordlebob getting the ultimate from Kale. He's going to be able to get out of there. Worm Turtle is going to drop. Made in Taiwan picking up that kill. Bloodhawk is going to drop as well. Rife in a little bit of a bad position. Soup Cup in a bad position. They are going to drop. Bloodhawk drops to AP. Soup doesn't drop yet. He had that GA, but he's going to go ahead and go down to Made in Taiwan. That is a 4-for-0, and that is going to be the game for Delicious Burninators. Well played there.
That was a rather heart-wrenching game. Here we have Germphone trying to